There is supposedly like in South America, tribes where they had to get food or were scouting when they would run marathons on a daily basis, right? And they would do it like for thousands of years. It was like a tribal, you know, and they would run and they would sing and they would have fun and they would enjoy it. And I think that a lot of studies have shown that humans have evolved because they could outrun animals, not because they were faster, but the animals would get tired after like 10 hours of running, right? But we could run 12 hours. And then at one point, the animal will have to sit down and then you can throw a spear at it, right? And then you catch it. And then you just have to drag it back for another 10 hours and the whole tribe survives and everybody feeds on it, right? So I think we have that kind of animalistic, you know, like a survival drive that can push us forward into like really extreme levels where you can get. And I think it's just normal, but we kind of forgot because we're
for sure
sitting down all the time, you know, in front of computers and shit.
Yeah, we just go to a shop and buy some meat or buy some veggies or whatever.
What do you think about the whole meat and everything? Like, I think that, I don't know, it used to be a lot cleaner what we were eating, and now that it's like too industrialized, you know. And I think that people ate like that, like the situation that I just described, like that people weren't just meat eaters or just vegetarians, but that they would eat what they had. So that means that if for the next 3 days we don't catch an animal, we're just eating plants, right? And then when we actually do catch a zebra somewhere or whatever, we drag it back, and then everybody eats the zebra for 2 or 3 days, right? And I think that's kind of the best way. We sometimes like skip meat for a few days, you know, and just like go vegetarian and stuff like that.
I'm certainly trying to cut down. Like, I mean, threatening to go vegetarian for quite some time now, probably a year. You know, a lot of the advice I was getting was that I wouldn't be able to keep the weight on. You know, I have such a heavy training load. I wouldn't be able to keep the weight on if I would have meat. So I kind of maybe use that as an excuse now. As I try, like we don't cook any meat at home, so sometimes when I'm out, you know, there's not always a super exciting vegetarian option on the menu here. So you would go get a bit lazy and go back to meat. But it's something I'm working on, and I suppose we should all try working on with the environment and everything, just eating a little bit less meat, because like it's all got too easy.
Yeah, definitely. And I do feel better when I do like 2 or 3 days like without. Usually we throw out everything like processed food and stuff like that, and just go veggies all the way, you know, like no pasta, no processed food and stuff like that. Just do like a really cleaning out everything, you know, and after that you're like, oh man, I feel amazing, so light, you know. And that,
I'm gonna have a steak and 4 pints of Guinness.
that kind of messes up the whole plan, you know. But hey, you gotta have days like that as well, you know. Certainly the balance between healthy and having fun, you know, has to be
Like people think, so, you know, when you do big races, I have a healthy lifestyle, and like I have a reasonably healthy lifestyle, but I love a pint, I love a night on the pints, and I certainly don't always eat clean. I try to eat as clean as possible, but you know, there's pizza nights, there's chips, there's burgers. You don't have to be there. You don't have to. We're not Olympians. We're doing it because it's fun, so no one's paying me to do it. So you gotta have a lifestyle as well. And if you didn't have fun, kind of thing, then it would be too much of a sacrifice to make.
I agree. There's a restaurant here in the center of Killarney called Cow, and they have amazing Asian food. After the race, we agreed that we're going to go there and like eat as much as we can, you know, as a reward for doing the race. So by the end of the race, I was just thinking about the restaurant and eating there, man. I was like getting hungry, and I was like, yeah, tomorrow we're eating there, you know, and that was kind of psyching me up for like pushing a little bit harder. And food can definitely be a motivator in the whole story. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.